Hello students, now this is my last lecture for this chapter linear equation. Now today we are going to attempt those questions which have been asked in board examination, which are very important questions, and all these questions which will be solved today are asked in board examination. Now one of the questions I have written, a two-digit number is such that the product of its digit is 20. If 9 is added to the number, the digits interchange their places. Find the number. So same as we have done this kind of question. First of all, we have to assume the number by assuming the digits for tens place and digits for ones place. Let's see how to write. Let the digit at tens place be x and the digit at ones place be y. Then number is equal to 10x plus y. As I told earlier, we write the place value of the digits. X is at tens place, so we have taken 10x. Y is at ones place, so it is 1y. By adding these two, we can get the number. Now let us handle the situation. In first case, what is given? The product of its digits. Product of digits. Digits means x and y. Means we have x into y is equal to 20. Let this be an equation. This is product. Another, we are given if we add 9 to the number means this number. If we add 9 to this number, the digits interchange their places, means x comes to y place of y and y comes to place of x. So in second case 10x plus y is the number. If we add 9, then what will happen? This becomes 10y plus x. Why? Digits interchange their places. Now bring this x and y together. We have 10x minus x plus y minus 10y. Send this 9 this side, minus 9. We have 9x minus 9y is equal to minus 9. You can reduce this equation. Divided by 9. What we have? X minus y is equal to minus 1. Let this equation number 2. But equation number 1 and 2, x and y are separate. And in equation number 1, we have product. So what to do? With the help of these two equations, we have to form a new equation, which is linear equation. It can be solved by another method, but since we are practicing linear equation, so we will adopt the method of linear equation. Let's see. So we can do one thing. See, we have a formula, x plus y whole square is equal to x minus y whole square plus 4xy. This is the formula. See, this is conversion. X plus y whole square, x square plus y square plus 2xy. Here we have x square plus y square minus 2xy plus 4xy. Since we are having the value of xy and x minus y, we can put and we can get the values of x plus y. Let's see. So x plus y whole square is equal to, this is minus 1. So minus 1 is square plus 20. X plus y whole square is equal to, 4 is left. So 1 plus 80. X plus y whole square is equal to 81. Now get the square root. Its square root is x plus y is equal to 9. Equation number 3. Now we have got linear equation, equation 2 and equation 3. On solving question number 2 and equation number 3, you will get the value of x and y. By substituting the value of x and y in this formal number, you can get the number. Is it okay? You have to solve. Now another question. Again it has been asked in board examination. I am reading the question. See, the sum of numerator and denominator of a fraction is 4 more than twice the numerator. If numerator and denominator are increased by 3, they are in the ratio 2:3. Find the fraction. Means two things are numerator and denominator. So we have to assume x and y as numerator and denominator. So we can write, let fraction is equal to x upon y. Fraction upon x upon y means its numerator is x and denominator is y. Now in first case, now sum of numerator and denominator means x plus y is 4 more than twice the numerator. Numerator is x, its twice is 2x. Means this one is 4 more. X plus y, sum of numerator and denominator is 4 more than twice. So if this one is 4, so what to do? We can add 4 to this, or you can subtract, because we have written minus equal sign between them. So sum of numerator and denominator x plus y is equal to 4 more than. So you can subtract minus 4 here. Let's see. Simplify. X plus y minus 2x is equal to minus 4, or minus x plus y is equal to minus 4. It is by mistake, it should be plus 4, because this one is more, this one is 4 more, so 4 is added to this one, so the plus 4. Now divide this by minus 1, divided by minus 1, so what we have, x minus y is equal to minus 4. Equation number 1. Now in second case, what we have, if we numerator and denominator are increased by 3, so it becomes in the ratio 2:3. So what to do? X plus 3 upon y plus 3 is equal to 2 upon 3. Is it? Now cross multiply. 3x plus 9 is equal to 2y plus 6. Bring this. 3x minus 2y is equal to 6 minus 9. 3x minus 2y is equal to minus 3. Equation number 2. Again we have got two equations. X minus y is equal to minus 4. 3x minus 2 is equal to 2y is equal to minus 3. On solving these two equations, you will get the values of x and y. Substituting the value of x and y here in fraction, you can get the answer. Now one more thing I'd like to add in this regard. In the beginning of the chapter, I told, whenever you solve the question of fraction, x and y must be co-prime, and x is always less than y. X is always less than y. So you have to check it. Okay. Now another question. It is again important question. It has been asked in board examination. X takes 3 hours more than y to walk 30 kilometers. But if x doubles his pace, he is ahead of y by 1.5 hours. Find their speeds. Pace. A word pace is given. Pace means speed. Means x makes his speed double. So we will assume, let speed of x is x kilometers per hour, speed of y is y kilometer per hour. Now in first case, distance is given 30 kilometers. To find the time taken by x and y, so time taken by x is 30 upon x hours. Time taken by y is 30 upon y hours. And what is given? 3 hours more. X takes 3 hours more, means x is having more time. So difference between timing of x and y is what? 3 hours. So in first case, what we have? 30 upon x minus 30 upon y is equal to 3. You can divide this by 30, or we can write 10 upon x minus 10 upon y is equal to 1. Equation number 1. Now, case second. In second case, what is given? If x doubles his pace, so new speed of x will be 2x. Distance is same. Again we'll find the timing. So time taken by x is this time 30 upon 2x. Time taken by y is same, 30 upon x. Now this time y is having more time, because speed of x is more, so automatically he will take less time. So ahead of means he is further ahead of 1 whole 1 by 2 hours, means we can write 30 upon x minus 30 upon y minus 30 upon 2x is equal to 1 whole 1 by 2. You can simplify this. See, 30 upon y minus 15 upon x, you can write this, is equal to 3 upon 2. Divide this by 3 and multiply this by 2. If you multiply this, I am just first multiplying 60 upon y, cross multiply, minus 30 upon x is equal to 3. Divide this by 3. So, or we can write 20 upon y minus 10 upon x is equal to 1. Equation number 2. Now you are aware how to solve this kind of equations. Here y is later, doesn't matter, you can write x first, y later, or you can change the sign by dividing this by minus 1. So you can write 10 upon x, and here 10 upon x, it can be cancelled. You can add the equation 10 upon x minus 10 upon x, simply we can find it. So you can add, you can assume 1 upon x is equal to a, 1 upon y is equal to b, and then simplify. So anyhow you have to solve these two equations to get the values of x and y, which is your required answer. Again we have a new question. It is important question. In triangle ABC, x is given, angle A is given, angle B is given, angle C is given. Finally we have to prove that this triangle is right angle triangle. This triangle is right angle triangle. So first of all we have to find all three angles A, B and C, and we can see if any of the angle is right angle, then we can show it. So first of all we write like this: we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degree. Angle A we have x, angle B we have 3x, angle C we have y is equal to 180. So we have x plus 3x, 4x plus y is equal to 180. Equation number 1. And one of the equations already we are given, means and we have 3y minus 5x is equal to 30. Equation number 2. We have to solve. I am going to solve this equation because we have to show it. So let's check whether the triangle is right triangle or not. So I am solving. See, I want to eliminate x and x. To interchange the coefficient of x, multiply this equation by 5 and this equation by 4, or you can write this x under x, y under y, it doesn't matter. See, I am multiplying. 5 4s are 20x plus 5y is equal to 900. Here 4 3s are 12y minus 20x is equal to 120. Add this. So 20x positive and 20x negative will go 12 plus 5 17. 12 plus 5 17. Y is equal to 1020. Now y is equal to 1020 upon 17. 17 6 y is equal to 60. Is it? Now get the value of x by putting the value of y in any of the equations. Since 4x plus y is equal to 180, say 4x plus 60 is equal to 180, 4x is equal to 120. This will go in right side. X is equal to 30 degree. So x and y we have got. Get the values of a, b and c. Therefore angle A is equal to 30 degree, angle B is equal to 3x, so 3 into 30 90 degree, angle C is equal to 3y minus 5x, 3y 3 into 60 minus 5. Angle C is equal to y. So y we have got 60 degree. So you can find it by subtracting 90 plus 30, 120 degree, 180 minus 120, 60 degree, you can get it. So one of the angles is 90 degree. So since angle B is equal to 90 degree, therefore triangle ABC is a right angle. This was to prove, is it? Now the next question is, a railway half ticket costs half the full fare and the reservation charges is same on half ticket and full ticket. Do you mean the question? Means half ticket cost half the fare, full ticket cost full, but reservation charges is the same for both half and full ticket. If one full ticket, full reserve ticket cost rupees 216, means in full ticket it contains two things, fare and reservation charge, means one full fare and one reservation charge, and after that one full and one half ticket, so cost rupees 327. So we have to find the basic full fare and the reservation charge. Let's see. Let full fare rupees x and reservation charge rupees y. In first case, it is very simple one. First case, one full ticket is reserved. So in this ticket, we have fare plus reservation charges. So fare is x rupees plus reservation is y rupees and total cost of ticket is 216. Equation number 1. Is it? Now, full ticket, another one full ticket and a half ticket. Full ticket and half ticket means 1.5 ticket. So fare will also be 1.5 times. So in second case, see, in case second, x rupees is the fare of full ticket, plus a half ticket is also there, plus 1 upon 2x is the fare of half ticket. But one adult person and half ticket means for a child. So child is also taking a berth. So berth is 2. So we have to give 2 reservation charges. So plus 2y is equal to 327. Let's simplify. This is 3 upon 2x plus 2y is equal to 327. Multiply this equation by 2. We have 3x plus 4y is equal to 652. Equation number 2. So we have got two equations x and y. By solving these two equations for x and y, x will be the value of or the cost of full fare and y will be the reservation charges. You know how to solve the equation. This is the last question we have attempted. These are very important questions in today's session. Now you have to practice more and more questions from side books. You can go through the side books. Some more questions you can have from the book and you have to practice. Firstly, you have to practice how to solve the equation. How to solve the equation. So better you have to see the side books and you have to choose whatever question I have told today or earlier. You have to go through the same question and by the same pattern. You will see the better result. Thank you very much.